Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
You text me then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. You know. 205-964-5243. You know.
5243. Now you know.
That's what's up. Hey, we're in here, guys. Episode number 37. We're back. Try to educate you on this thing called real estate investing with a strong emphasis on ARVs. It's basically is what will the house appraise for an extra condition. You must know that in order to know if you have an opportunity or not. So what's going on, Jamil?
Man, I'm chilling. Happy to be here. Good to see you, Ty. Just enjoying this lovely Arizona Sunday. How about yourself?
Same here, man. Weather's still good here. Not too hot, not too humid. So let's get it. So what we like to do, guys, we like to throw up the comping rules and let Jamil just sort of knock them out really quick because a lot of times we get into it and people don't know what we're talking about. So we try to get this in the front of it. So here we go.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you, Ty. So here, guys, we have the appraisal rules. Now, what does that mean? Well, these are the rules that an appraiser will use when they are valuing your buyer's flip. Why is it important? Because when you sell your deal to a home renovator, they are going to then fix that house and sell that house on the open market. When they sell that house on the open market, their buyer will have a traditional lender. That traditional lender will use these appraisal rules. So that's why it's important for you to know this, because by learning how an appraiser will value a house, you can get very accurate on what your after repair values your ARVs are. So when you are comparing two houses, your subject house and a comp house, they need to be in the same subdivision. Now, how do you know that you're in the same subdivision? Easy. Don't cross any major roads. Don't cross any major roads. And then you'll know you haven't left the subdivision. Also, you can only compare two properties that are of the same style. So you can only compare a rancher to a rancher, a two-story to a two-story, a row house to a row house. You see what I'm saying here. Of course, when you're dealing with two different sizes of house, you can only use a comp that is about plus or minus 200 square feet-ish. Now, you can be a little flexible there, maybe 250 square feet. But once you pass that, 300-400 square feet difference between your comp and your subject, it's going to be too much to use a dollar per square foot analysis on. So I like you to stay within plus or minus 200 square feet as a rule. Again, guys, when you are comparing houses that are different, you may have a subject, or your comp house might have a bedroom, an extra bedroom or an extra bathroom. One may have a pool, one may not have a pool or a garage or so on. And so you have to make adjustments for those differences, right? So a bedroom can be worth $10,000 to $25,000 depending on the price point. A bath could be worth an extra 10 grand. A pool could be worth an extra 10 grand, even though they cost way more money to build. Garage is worth around 10 grand and a carport is worth around 5. And then also make sure you are accommodating for traffic or commercial. What does that mean? If your property is siding, backing, fronting traffic. So if it's a busy road, meaning there's lots of cars, traffic lights, speed humps, you know what I'm saying? That means there's traffic. You have to make that accommodation. Same with commercial. If you are next door to a Best Buy or a Walmart, that's not going to be as desirable as being next door to a park. So you have to make an adjustment for traffic and commercial, and those adjustments are less when you are dealing with properties under $350,000. Once you get into the luxury space of over $500K, you've got to make bigger adjustments. And then finally, last but not least, if you are using basement square footage, or if your property has a guest house, you can only give 50% of the dollar per square foot value for that square footage. Now, if some of that didn't make sense, don't worry, because we will get into the weeds when we comp houses with you now. So let's go.
Boom. All right. So let's go ahead and start comping some you know what properties. All
Some
right, let's go to Buffalo, New York. And we'll go with 389 Hopkins Street. 389 Hopkins Street, Buffalo, New York.
.389 Hopkins Street in Buffalo, New York is, well, we don't know how many bed or how many bath, but it is listed, and the square footage is 1737. It is listed at 59.9, and it has been listed for 9 days with 1,000 views and 21 saves. This many views and this many saves tells me that this price might be high, but let's continue looking. The description says that this house is a fixer-upper project house in need of. You're showing a 4.2, okay? It's in need of some TLC, and it also looks like there might be 2 units. So the upper unit is gutted. The home is a great 2-family home, so this is a duplex with 2-bedroom, 1 bath in each unit. So this is a 2-1-2-1 duplex. And it is listed at 59.9. Let's see what it's worth. There, so you see it's multifamily, built in 1900. $1,737. That's right. And you said it's a 4.2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's our subject. So you saw how that was a 2-story, but here we have a single story that sold for 148. Can we use this comp? No. Why? Because it is not a 2-story. I only clicked on that to show you guys how you can only compare houses that are the same. Another single story at 175, but nope, can't use it. We need a 2-story. And it looks like we found one. Here's a 3.2, 1686 square foot 2-story house that sold for 140 back in 18. So that is probably low. Let's see what else we can find. Here's a 180. And we do have stairs. Ty, you think this is stairs to the basement or stairs upstairs?
I think that's stairs upstairs.
Okay, because, yeah, there's the second story right here, right? This bedroom. So here's my comp. So 180s, and this our house is larger, so I think that your ARV on our subject is 59 or a 200K. So if the ARV is 200K, then they're listed at what, 60? Typically for Buffalo, New York, for a full gut remodel, you want to be at 30%. If ARV is 200, they're right on the money. Look at that. That's what I think this house should be bought at. 59.9. That's a viable deal.
Okay. All right.
Now, obviously, there may be something I'm missing with respect to the condition. Now, you see this house looks rough. Oh, there's a lot of mold in here. And look at that. That's all torn apart down here. So that's probably why it needs to be bought a little bit lower than 60K. So, you know, try them at 40. Try them at 40. They obviously are negotiable.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the next one here. 819 East 49th Street in Indianapolis. 819 East 49th Street.
Okay, we got a 3-bed, 1.5 bath, 2348 square footer in Indianapolis, Indiana. The estimate on this is 262. Let's see if we can find some quick comps, and we do got some. Here's our subject, and all of our comps on number 1, number 4, and number 5 are viable. Number 1 is a 2.2, smaller, sold at 265, so we could be north of 265. Number 5 and number 4 are also viable. Number 5 sold at 245, but it's a single story. I don't necessarily love using this comp on 49th Street, but look at this. It's similar to ours in size. It's also a 2-story, and it's pretty close to our subject. It's just on the other side of College, so I'm going to say that 275 is probably the ARV. Let's see what the map shows us. Here's our subject. Wow, there's a 325 right next door. Full gut remodel, but it's on a larger lot. And it also has more square footage, I believe. No, less square footage, but larger lot. But not that much larger. Let's see how big this lot is. This could be the one. Again, showing you guys why it's always important to confirm on the map, because I could have just passed right by this 2,700 square foot lot. Let's see the size of ours. Oh, so it's about 700 square feet larger in lot size, still pretty small. I'm gonna say that let's accommodate $10,000 for that lot differential, and let's call our ARV 315. Ty, 315.
315. All right, that was for Miss Anya Bledsoe. Hopefully that got her what she was looking for. All right. Let's go with PLF Properties.
Okay.
4006 Brian Wood Road, Chesterfield, Virginia.
Spell that, Brian.
Bryan Wood, one word, Road, 4006.
North Chesterfield, Virginia.
I would assume so. Road.
Okay, we got a 4-bed, 2-bath, 193 square foot. That makes no sense, Ty. You want to see what yours pulls up for size?
Okay. 4006 Brian. It's pulling up 1938 as the square footage.
1938?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're just missing a word, a number here. So 4-bed, 2-bath, 1938 square footer. Check the quick comps. Not a ton. There's only one sale here south of Balula Road. Otherwise, it seems pretty sparse, and that sold for $156. Although it does look very similar to our house. But it's a little bit smaller, so that might mean that we might be worth like closer to 180. Let's check the map and see what we can find. And I feel like that my guess was correct. You said it says the square footage is 1938, Ty? Was that right?
Uh-huh.
Well, here's our comp. It's exact.
Oh.
Bada bing. And it's, not even that 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 nice of a remodel. I mean, it's a decent remodel, but it's not like, you know, perfect. And that was 220. Gosh, look at this one here. Now we're in the rabbit hole. There's a full remodel, same house again, same model match. Oh, look at that. Full job on the rehab. 265. 265, Ty, that's what it is. 265.
265. 265. All right.
Hey guys, do us a favor. I see there's 84 of you watching, but only 17 likes. Like this video, please.
All right. Appreciate that. I think we got a Astro Flipper here. Rosie.
Cool. What do we got?
Rosie C. 21 Crown Street, Hartford, Connecticut. 21 Crown Street.
Okay, 21 to 23 Crown Street. I think this might be multifamily. Let's check. It is. What do we got here? 4-bed, 2-bath, 3120 square footer. I don't know how many units this is. I'm going to assume a duplex. Here's our subject. Number one is very similar, sold for $235, but it has a couple of extra bedrooms in it. And then we have this duplex here as well, very similar, but it's a little bit smaller. But it's also a 4.2, and that's sold at $210. And then you've got a 240 sale here that looks very, very close to what we're working with. That's a 4.2, almost the same size, and 240 was what that sold for. So I'm going to say that 240 is very likely going to be our ARV, but let's just check the map for confirmation. And I feel like we got it right behind us here. You got a 240 sale right in the back. Is there anything that's breaking 300? Can we get higher? What's this? That's too big. That's hitting 300, but it's too big for us, so it's not going to work. And I think that we're stuck there, Ty. That's going to be our ARV. We're going to be at about, ooh, wait. Now, the reason I don't like using this is it's got the extra bedrooms in it. So I don't feel good about letting this, even though the square footage is there, I don't feel, you got so much square footage in our subject that adding a couple bedrooms might not be that difficult to do. So Ty, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say ARV is gonna be 300.
Okay.
You gotta just accommodate those 2 extra bedrooms. If you can get 2 extra bedrooms in those units, your ARV is 300. If you can't, your ARV is 250.
Okay. All right, let's go to Colorado Springs, 1133 North Institute. Not sure if it's Drive, Street, Road, Boulevard, Circle, Place, Way.
Institute Street. Oh my gosh. 11. Can you imagine living on Institute Street? How I don't know that I'd like that.
Institution Street?
Institute Street? We got a 3-bed, 1-bath, 1329 square footer in Colorado Springs, Colorado, 1133 North Institute Street. The Zestimate on it is $406,000. Let's look at the quick comps. So there's our subject. Number 2 is essentially right on top of our house. And this one was a 3.1, 1306, extremely similar to ours, sold at $465. That's what appears to be the highest sale here on the map as well. And it's right by our subject house. So 465 looks right. Let's just confirm with the map. Here's our subject. There's our comp. I mean, you can't beat it, Ty. This comp is new. It's right down the road. It's been fully remodeled and it works. So 465 ARV.
Okay, boom. All right. Let's go to Columbia, South Carolina, 1601 Haygood Avenue.
Spell that.
Haygood is spelled Hagood.
1601.
Haygood.
Doesn't like the address.
Okay. Okay, Jamil, help us out there. All right. Let's go to Minnesota. That's 3125 Chicago Avenue, Minneapolis. Marlena.
$31.25 Chicago
Avenue.
Nope.
Don't like that either.
Don't like that either.
Let's Google it really quick. I pulled one. Let me see. I Googled it. Seemed like it. Let me see here. Okay, I pulled it on my end, so let me show
Okay.
you. Okay, so it is says it's a failed listing back in, what is that, March for 349. All right, so let's get in here. Not a lot of comps right there in the main area there, but let me see. See what we can drag in here. I don't think those are main streets. Let's see. All right. It's a 1904 build. You can see
Okay.
it there.
Yep.
Okay. Lot square footage is in line pretty much with all of these here. See a most recent sale in June of 402.
Okay.
1903 build. The square footage of the house is exact. The house is a little smaller, 2834. Ours is 3280. That price per square foot is 141.
I think that's the comp.
That's the comp. Let's look at it really quick. Let's
Okay.
see. Was ours a one story or two story? It's a two story. Ours is a 2-story, and this one is 2.5 stories. Whatever the hell that means. But it was MLS listed. And it was looks like I don't know if it was a rehab, but was just well maintained.
Yeah, that looks pretty updated to me.
Okay, all right. So yeah, that's our comp.
I mean, not the way I would like it, but it looks decent, you know.
Yeah, how long did it stay on the market? Stayed on the market one day. Oh, that was
Wow.
well, that was it says a failed listing though, but it did sell, as I said, back in March. Well, hold on, let me see. The actual sales date was it was a cash sale for. Did I pull up the right one? Oh, I'm looking at our property. I'm sorry. Yeah, it sold on June 11th on MLS. I was looking at the property that we're bagging. It sold June 11th through MLS on the market for 50 days.
Okay.
So we'll go with that 402. It's a little smaller, so we just want to do the price per square foot on it.
Yeah.
All right. So what is it? 3280, and it was 141.
3280 at 141.
Yeah.
Gets you to about 460.
Yeah. So boom. All right. So let's get out of that.
On we go.
All right. So let's do another one here. Let's go to Miami.
Let's check it.
3109 James White, but 3109 McDonald Street, Miami, Florida.
$3109 McDonald.
Yep.
All right. We got a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square footer here in Miami. Judging by the pictures, this house or this property has been remodeled already. Why would I say that? Well, I'm looking at the front door and looking at these modern numbers on here. And that tells me right off the hop that somebody's remodeled it. And then you look at the flooring in here, it's also been touched, and you got steel appliances in there and some upgraded countertops. Well, the estimate on this is $596. Here's our subject. Now, McDonald is a busier street, so that's something to keep in mind. And our comps are not on busy streets. Our closest comp is this one on number 5. It's 625. Was a 2-bed, 3-bath, 1578 square footer. But these values all range between 600 to 625. Let's see what the map shows us. Oh, is this 2 units? Is it a duplex?
I can't pull it up in the property.
No, it says single family. Strange. All right, let's look at the sales around here. Here's a 605 sold in July of 2021, so very recent. It's also a 2-bed, 2-bath, and it is a 1462 square footer. It's right by where we're located, and that's sold at 600. So that's where I'm at right now. Let's see if there's any indication that we can bump higher than that. Doesn't look like it for the size. Ooh, what do we got here? Nope, that is a total modern rebuild. You could not use this. Wouldn't even try to use that. You can tell just based off of the elevation here. See this, guys? Not the same, not the same. So 610. I'm going to call it at 610.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to Indianapolis. Chio Akia, I think his name. 21 North Gladstone Avenue.
"21 North Gladstone Avenue. This house is boarded up. A 2-1 1472 square footer for sale by owner at $65K. Been available for 124 days. So guys, when something's been available 124 days, it's also for sale by owner. That'll tell you right off the hop this 65 is crazy. Only been saved 26 times, but viewed 631 times. So again, I imagine that this is going to be very overpriced. It is a multi-family, and it looks like it was built in 1910. Now, I don't know if each bed or each side is a 2-bed, 1-bath or what that is. It probably is each side, and they're listed at $65K. So let's see what it could possibly be worth. Here's a little duplex sold at 70. Here's a duplex from what appears, doesn't show us the square footage of it, so that's tough, but 140. We got a 140 sale for a side-by-sider. So that's a good indication. If this is the same size as our subject, then we're in luck. But sadly, they didn't list the square footage there. Here's a 150. And it's not a duplex, so not viable. Ty, I think that 140 sale is going to be our best bet. If we could, I'm going to just put a caveat there, though, that check the square footage of this one. If you can find it, it's not listed here, but if you can find the square footage of 4120 East Washington, in fact, let's see if I can pull it up right here. And if it's anywhere near 1,400 square feet, we're in business. 14 or 1,500 square feet. No, they're not listing the square footage anywhere. But this is going to be our best comp. So 140.
Okay. All right. Let's go to New Orleans. 1723 Tita, T-I-T-A Street. Tita. 1723 Tita Street, New Orleans. No.
$1723 Tita Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. Hopefully everything is getting better over there. It's tough breaks. Oh yeah. Ida, man, the hell. 1950 build, 976 square foot, 2-bed, 1-bath. Batch's value estimate on it is $109,000. This is on a 4590 square foot lot, single story, no pool. Let's see what it's worth. So that's too large. What's this, 110? So we got, this one's about 300 square feet bigger. So sold at 110, that probably pushes us to about 85, 90 on ours. Let's see if there's any. I'm going to call it at 90. So I think you got to pick that up at about 40 grand for it to make sense.
Oh. All right. Let's go with this one from Under Construction Nitro Evo. 716 North Bell Nord Avenue. 716 North Bell Nord, Belnord Avenue, Baltimore.
Got it. 716 Belnord Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland. It is a 1980 build row house. We don't know how many square feet it is on here. Let's see if Zillow will tell us. Here we go. 2-bed, 1-bath, 624 square footer, and it is for sale by owner at $69,900. It's been available 69 days. So anything that's been around that long, that tells you they are overpriced. It's a single family house built in 1890. It does appear to be in very solid condition. Let's see what it's worth, though. Thing is, this thing is so small. There's a full remodel, about the same size that sold for only 40 grand, I think. But it's a couple of years ago, but you know, oh, here we go. Let's just check the size if we can of this sucker right here. Can't tell the size. Dang it. I'm going to say the ARV is going to be about 70 on that one, brother.
Okay. All right.
And that's just because I can't see if this Kenwood one that's 82 is the same size. Did you find something else?
No, I wasn't looking at that.
Cool.
All right. The one that was on Haygood, he's commented several times there that the address is correct. So I did pull it up in prop.
Okay, let's check it.
So let me just pull it up. I didn't want to ignore him. Not that I ignore anyone, but all right. So all right, so I got it up here. Let me eliminate some of these we don't need. Okay, so all right, so 1976 build. So really the only one just on
Yeah, Whitehall.
yeah. Lot is a little bigger, house is a little bigger. Sold for 360. So 168 per price per square foot. Let me just look at it really quick, see what ours is. So ours was a 1-story. What is this one? It's a 1-story also. All right, so so what is that? What did I say? Okay, White House 168 times 1897.
Check it. 320.
320. So there you go. There you go, James. 320. All right. Do a couple more here. Odessa, Texas. Edwin Rodriguez, 4252 Oaks Drive, Odessa. (4252) Bay Oaks Drive.
Spell that.
Bay Oaks is 2 words.
Bay Oaks.
4252 BAY
Got it.
Oaks. Yeah.
4252 Bay Oaks Drive, Odessa, Texas. Here we go. 1967 build, 1788 square foot. Doesn't tell us the bed bath. I'm going to assume it's a 3 or a 4-2. Batch's value estimate is $240K approximately, sitting on an 8,500 square foot lot, single story house with no pool, 1788 square feet. Let's see what it's worth. So we got a 190 sale. We got some actives that are a bit higher. The 260 range for a remodel. Let's see if there's any closes that can confirm that. We got a 296 there, so that definitely pushes us up. I'm going to call it about 270, Ty. 270 on this one.
Okay, boom, 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 boom. All right, guys. We've been rolling about 45 minutes. So we want to appreciate everyone that's participated. Want to get other properties comp, you can always just submit them to comp101.com. And so we got to take you where, got to at least bring the guys on and make this possible.
What's cracking? I'm Jamil Damji, and I was looking for Ask Flip Man all over the internet. I could not find this man to save my life. I was tracking him down, and then I figured out I could skip trace him. And where did I skip trace him at? Skip2flip.com. Skip2flip.com. What do you want to tell him?
He overpaid. You don't have to overpay by simply using the code FLIPMAN.
Use code FLIPMAN, guys. 15 cents skips. Skip2flip.com.
All right, boom. Yeah, guys. So we appreciate everyone participating. You can comment in this video, but again, if you want to submit your properties, get comp between now and next show, just submit them to comps101.com. Anything you want to share?
Guys, check out my YouTube channel if you feel so inclined. Any once in a while, I'm at Jamil Damji. It's just my name. Come check it out. Good to see you all.
All right, guys. Well, like I always say, we'll see you on the flip side.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.